Well, good morning. Last night was a really good night. I had no issues, no mice in the shelter, which is a great thing. The only thing that even came around the shelter around 2 o'clock in the morning, a bird landed on the front porch. And as soon as I turned my light on, he flew away. But that was it. It was a really good night. Just the sound of acorns falling. I've already gotten up this morning. I've done a few of the camp chores, and I've had my coffee. I'm eating breakfast, which is cheddar cheese grits, instant grits with beef jerky. So breakfast of champions. I'll eat this, clean up everything, and then finish packing the pack because you can see this is what hikers call a gear explosion. It's pretty much where you just take everything out of your pack and it's just all over the place. So I'll put all that stuff back in the pack and then head out for today. 10.5 miles today to a campsite that is at about mile marker 12 if you're using the FarOut app. So that puts me, like I say, at about 10.5 today. I will be walking through the town of Sylacauga, and there are a few things there that I'm excited to see. It's an old general store that's been there since, 18 something, and it's been in continuous operation since. So I'm hoping that I can catch it open. They do have some funky hours, but hopefully I can get through there at a time that allows me to go in. I've seen other people's videos and there's just stuff all over the wall. It's almost like just this, a shop of oddities. And I can't wait to go there and see. So I'll finish eating breakfast and pack up and everything, and then we'll get on the trail for today. All right, bye. We are starting this morning right out the gate with just so much beauty. Look at how unique the leaves are on this fern. So cool. Came down off of a hill to this. Yikes. So she's sturdy enough. We're going to give it a try. Yay! I probably shouldn't be filming this. Oh, made it. And now we got to go up. Ooh, heavy breathing. I wanted to show you guys this. Look at the size of the acorns here in Alabama. And they're everywhere. But I just mean, holy cow. That is a monster. I'd bring a bag of those back home and my squirrels would weigh 10 pounds each. I just missed 2 more deer. I tried, but one went up along this ridge out of sight, and the other one was a little bit lower and kind of took off around that side. We got our first real view. Isn't that beautiful? So you're never going to believe this. I'm sitting here looking at this view, and then I look behind me and I see Flag Mountain. That's where I started. That's just so cool to be able to see where you've come from. And then let's see, this is, there we go. That is 1x zoom, so that lets you know how far we've come. Another unique looking plant on trail. You know, I had told myself that I was not going to film anymore until I got to the road walk. But golly, look at how beautiful this is. Nice wide path. I mean, this is a ridge that I'm walking on. You can see it goes down on that side. You can see it starts to go down on this side. And it's just this beautiful, wide, well-maintained path that I get to walk on. And look at this. Oh, isn't God so good? Amen. A few steps further on my ridge walk, and look at this little setup, and wait till you see the view. Oh, so first, plaque. And then look at that. Oh, it's just stunning. And they even give you a stone bench to gaze upon the beauty. Let's see what the view is from the bench. So if you sit down, there it is. Gorgeous. I'm going to have to start coming up with some more adjectives to describe all of this. Y'all are going to get tired of hearing beautiful, so cool, pretty, gorgeous. Oh, but it is beautiful. One last look. Stunning. Look at some of the reds I was promised.
That's Ashley.
Been following her.
Oh, good.
Good job, guys. You too. All right, Ashley. Today's the day, right? Are you finishing today?
We're done.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
That's it. Trail's clearly marked. You've got a good path.
Oh, thank you.
That is Ashley and her pacer. She is doing the supported female fastest known time for the Pinhoti Trail, and this is her last day on trail. So how awesome to be able to see her like this. I've been following her, but I didn't know she was going to cross paths with me. So absolutely amazing, extraordinary woman. So pretty neat little burn area here. Unfortunate that all the ferns are dead. I love the ferns. You could see how high up the burn went. Oh, look at all those flowers back there. I don't know why I'm whispering. Beautiful. Little bridge. It is not the best water, but it is water. Thank God for a filter. So I'll probably pick some water up here. I won't actually filter it, but I will put it in my 2-liter reservoir, because the next chance I'll get water will be when I get into town. So if I don't need it, I'll dump it, but if I do need it, it will be there. So yay. right, one of my first turkey feet on trail. Pinhoti means turkey foot in the native language, the native Indian language. And so that is why Pinhoti is represented by the turkey foot. All right, made it to the road walk. So I'll do about a 3-mile road walk, but that will put me going into Weogufka. And earlier for breakfast I said that the little general store was the Sylacauga General Store. That was wrong. I meant to say Weogufka. So I will hopefully get there before they close. I would love to have a soft drink. Do you know how much running back and forth I do for this stupid camera? Lord. That is Queen Anne's lace. Oh, hey Pops! Hello, how are you? Made it to the Weogufka Second Baptist Church. This is a hiker-friendly church, and they allow hikers to go to the back of the church for water. But I am going to go down there to the general store and see if I can catch it before it closes. But then I'll walk back to the church, take a lunch break, and get some water. All right, there she is. I believe it was like late 1800s it's been operating, but it is guns, ammo, prepper stuff, all kinds of things, pawn shop, you name it. See if we can't go inside. Well, the general store was closed. I didn't get my soft drink, but I did come back to the church. I have all of my stuff set out. There it is, back there. I was able to get water out of the garden hose, charge my devices, and lunch. Oh, let's see, lunch is Philo's walking tamales. I got 2 of those, and to spice it up a little bit, I have Melinda's green sauce. So, and then I also had some leftover, you know, little Takis wannabes. So that is on the menu, drying out all of the sweaty stuff. And I'll stay here for just a little while longer. I'll stay here for just a little while longer and then head back. I have about 6.5 more miles to the campsite. So looking forward to it. So this is the Bone Bin campsite. And this is the area. This is coming off of that bridge. There is great water with easy access. But as far as the tent camping, I don't know if I would want to stay here. Y'all, I just spooked a turkey. I got to see the Pinhoti of the Pinhoti Trail, and he flew up and away. But also, check this out. Look how cool that log is. Oh my gosh. That is really just up. Like, this is at eye level right now with me, and it's just, oh. This is such a beautiful little area. This is a little bit different than what we've seen so far. It's a pretty rocky area. Thank God for the trail maintainers. Look at the size of this tree. And look at the size of its mushrooms. I mean, look at this. This is just massive. And it's got an odor. This is pretty too, but I wanted to show y'all. Look at this. And it's like some small red berry clusters on there. You might be able to see it better there. Pretty cool. Haven't seen that. It's the mailbox trail register. Finally made it. And that's where you can sign your name. Second aluminum bridge for this day. That's beautiful. And then this way, that is a massive tree. The trail goes right along the creek right here. Almost to camp. Made it into camp, and I have company. It's the family that I met earlier in my day. All right.